In this video, we're on the mill, vertical mill, and we're going to put a tool in the spindle so that we can cut something. We have two choices. We either are going to cut with an end mill, and in that case, I have to put the end mill in the right size collet. And there is a pin up inside here that aligns with this groove on the collet. So don't just jam it up there, you got to put it up lightly and rotate it until you find the groove, catch. Now notice I have my tool in here, my end mill. It's sharp. I also don't want to jam it all the way up. This is what you would call a two-sided, double-ended end mill. I got flutes on this end and flutes on the other end, okay? So if I jam it all the way up into the collet, it's going to break these teeth off. So I want to lightly push it up in the collet and then pull it down a little bit. And I hold my fingers right around the edge here to hold it in place. I push my collet all the way up. Up top here, you can't really see it, but when you step up here, you can feel it. There's a drawbar. The way that the drawbar works is there's threads in the end of the collet. There's threads on the end of the drawbar. So as I tighten this, it pulls this up. There's a taper on here on the side. You can see it's straight and then it's tapered. So at the taper, as it pulls it up, it squishes the collet, therefore tightening on the end mill. So let's put this back up here and try it again. You should never have to take it out, but what happens is when it's tight, okay, and the collet is tight and you loosen it up a little bit, it's not going to come out right away. You have to hit this down and then it pushes the collet down, okay? My rule is you use the wrench to loosen it up. Once it's loose with the wrench, you go 1, 2, that's it. And then you hit it to drive it down. If you unscrew it all the way and then you hit it, what you're doing is banging these threads on these threads and it's damaging them and it won't work anymore. Okay, so don't do that. I will demonstrate how to put it in and take it out because, as I said, this is one of the ways. So I'm going to put my collet, find my pin, oh, there it slides up, take my end mill, put it in lightly, oh, there's maxed as high as it'll go, pull it down a little bit, hold it with my fingers, tighten it up by hand, as tight as I can get it. It goes for a little bit. You should have the wrench with you. Here's the wrench. And so we tighten with the wrench, and then I added these on here so that you can tap on top to make it loose. You don't want to let this go because it could drop out because it's not tight. So, and I don't want to hold the flutes because if this spins, it's going to cut my fingers. So I'm holding on this smooth spot. See, now it's starting to turn. Now I'm okay. Here's the brake. Hold the brake and pull away from the wall, which is righty-tighty if you're looking from the top clockwise. Tighten it. Pull, let off, push it, hold the brake again, pull it again. It doesn't have to be killer tight, it just has to be snug. Okay? Take my wrench off. If I leave my wrench on and I turn the machine on, it's going to slam up across here. Everybody's going to come over and see what you did. I'm going to come over and yell at you for leaving the wrench on top. Safety violation, safety hazard, somebody could get hurt, including you. So, wrench off, down here. So now I'm ready to go. I can turn my machine on and I can cut. Use the brake to stop. Now I got to get out. Okay? I'm taking this out. So now I got to go the other way. I got to push to the wall. It's hard to push sometimes, so sometimes I rotate it to this other side, and that way I can pull, but I'm still going towards the wall. Now notice the collet stayed in and my tool stayed in. I hold underneath, don't have to grab it, but you can. If I get close, tap it, it comes out. The collet's not going to come out because I need to unscrew it, but it's broke loose and it should come down. So notice it's coming down as I'm doing this till it falls out. I would prefer you catch it. For demonstration purposes, I wanted you to see that it will come out. So, I am done with the collet. I'm going to use a chuck. Okay, I need to use a chuck if I'm going to put an edge finder in so I can find the edge of my part. That'll be another video, or a drill. This has the same groove. Okay, groove. It has to go in. So this is basically the collet attached. They call it an arbor. It's attached to my drill chuck, all one unit. Again, find that little pin, slide it up, tighten it up. Chuck seems to be the one people have the biggest problem with trying to get out because they don't know if it's tight or not. So I'm going to make it tight. That's it, should be good. Okay? I drill, la la la, and fetch, fine, do whatever I'm going to do. Now I'm going to take it out. So, reverse the process. Push it to the wall, or bring it around here. Notice it's rotating. Okay? And I'm going to pull. Now, there's this lever on the side here for low gear, high gear, medium gear. We'll talk about that another time. If it's in neutral, it's free and the brake doesn't work. So if that ever happens, you need to look and see it's probably in neutral, because once it's in gear I can hit the brake. So towards the wall, 1, 2. Now I'm going to whack it. This thing moved. This is how you tell if it broke loose. If it wiggles. If it wiggles, it's loose. Don't hit it anymore. Don't unscrew it anymore until you're coming down. Now this is heavier, so it's kind of hard. So sometimes I push it up so it's easy because there's no weight on the threads pulling down. Unspin this, let it down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Done. Simple. Collet, chuck, either way. Key points, loosen. I'm going to go to the wall to loosen it. Once my wrench gets loose, oh, nice. 1, 2 turns, whack it. It's loose. Wiggle, wiggle, take it out. All right, see you next time.